Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my second video of the year. I'm trying to hold myself more accountable and doing these videos every 2 weeks like I said I would in my goals. This video is going to be a cooking video. I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies, but I also want to have a little like mental health update sort of a thing. Hello. So one of the reasons I've decided to bake today is because currently I am back doing CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, and this time I'm doing a tailored one more for me about behavioral activations. A CBT that is designed to get me back into making habits and keeping up with things I enjoy and jobs that I need to do to, you know, like live my life. Because I've had some things going on in my personal life, I have just been in not the best place, and it means that my anxiety and my depression score are fairly high right now, and obviously we want to work to make that a little bit lower. This one's definitely helping today. As I said in my previous video, my dad hasn't been very well, and I have kind of been helping with that, driving him to the hospital and back. I've also had like kind of my own health stuff going on, and to be honest, it's probably been brought on by stress. I also am not very good at January. In December I have a lot of fun and I see a lot of friends. It's Christmas, it's my birthday, you know, it's a very sociable month for me, and I really enjoy it. And then January hits, and although I have friends who have birthdays in January, either they live further away or they're family, like it's not as social for me. You get what I'm saying. I can't just like nip off to Dublin or Kent to see those people, and with my brothers it's kind of me organising it a little bit, so it's kind of something that I just kind of have to be on top of. I can't just like let go and have fun. We are near the end of January now, thank God. We are moving into February soon. I've got a friend's birthday coming up. It's Valentine's Day, and I get to be a bit more kind of like going out and social. So hopefully it will help and pack things up. To go back to the therapy, part of the therapy is kind of practicing things that you haven't done for a long time, or you're finding hard to do because of feeling like you don't want to do anything. So there are things I have to do. I have to go to work. I have to do the things that puts like bread on the table. You know, I have to go to the hospital for things. I've got those kind of responsibilities. But because of that, and because they're taking on so much kind of energy, I'm losing it in my like personal pool. So things that bring me pleasure, and things like maybe I won't wash my hair as often. Maybe I don't take my makeup off at night. Maybe I don't do the things that I love doing, like doing long crazy nails, or doing my makeup just for fun, doing a craft, painting, baking, basically hobbies that I just can't be bothered to do, quite frankly. And sometimes that's also things like watching new TV shows that I should be excited about, but I just can't get into it, and I end up watching the same old thing on repeat. So I've started this therapy, and my first bit of homework is to do one of those things that brings me pleasure. I thought about it, and I thought, what's something I could like easily do midweek? I don't really have to go out and buy ingredients in this horrible weather. If you're like me and you're really sensitive to like barometric pressure, you know that this has been absolute hell. And I thought, actually, do you know what? I can't remember the last time I baked. So I decided that's what I'm going to do today. So really we just need to get on with it. I have already weighed out my ingredients, so I'll just pop it in here and I'll put the ingredients on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. I've got both cats here. One here, one here. They're very good at looking after me, as is Chris, by the way. And I just want to like also add on that I have a fantastic support system. I'm so lucky, and I completely get that. I've got animals that I have unconditional love and responsibility for. I have Chris. I have so many friends that I could pick up the phone and say, I'm not feeling great, I'm not right, and they would come over, or we would arrange a coffee or something. I've got family close by. So I really am very lucky, as well as obviously, you know, there's various support groups, and maybe I'll put a couple of numbers down in the description if you are resonating with how I feel. So that's mental health. What a ridiculous, complicated system the brain is. I always say, what a stupid evolution that we can study our own brains, because animals don't care about this sort of thing. I will join you in a few minutes with my ingredients, but first of all I'm just going to sit here and give muesli a couple of cuddles. So my ingredients are 100 grams of sugar, 50 grams of cocoa powder, 200 grams of flour, 100 mils of oil, a pinch of salt and some chocolate, about 100 grams here. These are actually some really lovely high quality chocolates that our friends got me for my birthday, and I just have so much chocolate and I wanted to, I'll still enjoy these, but I'm also going to enjoy them in a different format. I'm going to oil a sheet pan and I've got the oven on about 180. The lighting in my kitchen is so unflattering. Why am I so pink? I'm going to start combining these ingredients now. Also going to chuck in a tiny bit of vanilla. Next we're going in with cocoa. And then the flour a little bit at a time. Now I'm going to fold in the chocolate. So they've had about 13 minutes. I did initially forget about them because I was doom scrolling. I'm just going to put these in a cooling rack. Hello, it is a couple of days later and I realised that in my video I didn't show you how the cookie turned out. So I thought I would show you. They are a little bit more bitter than I had anticipated. We did put a lot of cocoa powder in there, to be fair, but they kind of get sweeter as you eat them and they're quite moorish and rich. So there you go, that's how they turned out. That's everything. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you, what is it that I normally sign off with? I don't even know anymore. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.